Hey guys, welcome back to JNC on Tap, and today we are in Dunedin, Florida, and we are taking you to an interesting brewery that has a really long and rich history. It is called Woodwright Brewing. The door is beautiful. Hi, good, how are you?
So we are low on our own beer at the moment. We
Okay.
are the busiest December on record. It's been absolutely wild around here. So we have 5 of our own beers.
Okay.
The 5 at the top, everything with another brewery's name in green in front of it will be from whatever brewery's listed. If you want to try anything or you have any questions, or I have a wine canned cocktail hard seltzer list over here as well.
All right. Cheers. Hey guys, we are here in Woodwright and it's very noisy, so hopefully the sound comes through good. So I mentioned that this place has a long and rich history, and you can definitely feel it being in here. So the building was built in the 1915 by a woodworker, and then in 1995 it was purchased by, I forgot how to say her name, help me out. Eunice's family, yes, Eunice's family in 1995, and from there it went from a woodworking shop to this beautiful brewery that you're seeing here today. Like I said, there's a really rich history there, and I really encourage you to hop on their website and read through that, because it's not often that you get to see such a rich story as far as a brewery is concerned, like Eunice has here. So it makes this place really special, and you can definitely feel it as you're in here. And we'll take you and show you around. I think there is some of the original, yeah, we're looking at it right now. So the original owner, Clarkey, from 1915, he built these children's boats, and our prams, as they were called, and he actually patented the design. So that is kind of what makes this place special, is because of where it started and how it continued on into continuing to be a woodworking shop, even with Eunice's family, and then now into this brewery. So Woodwright has been here since 2016. I think it was March 10th, 2016. Woodwright does something really interesting here. All of their beers are of like a German, I don't want to say descent. I don't know if that's the right word.
German style.
Yeah, they're all German style beers. And the reason being is because in like the 1990s, Eunice went over to Germany and realized that she absolutely loved their beers over there. And there's a really unique reason to that, and it's because of the way that they brew their beer, from my understanding. It's not, I mean, she loves the flavor, but German beers are supposed to be very clean. They have a very, what would you say, like, they've been brewing beer for a really long time, like 1500s, I think is what I read. Yeah. So the practice was created in like the 1500s, and there is a specific way to brewing this beer, and it's clean, it's good, it's refreshing, and that was something that was really important to her. So don't come here thinking that you're going to get a fruited beer or I think, do they have any sour? I don't think, no sour.
One sour, it was a guest tap.
Oh, it was a guest tap. Okay, so none of their beers per se, except they do actually have an IPA, which was something that we talked to the bartender about, because when we got here, I seen there was an IPA, but when I did my research, I seen that she only did German beers. And so I asked, is the hazy yours, or is that something else?
Yeah, we are definitely not an IPA spot. We are a traditional European brewery. However, that's kind of our like secret. We've never entered it in a competition, but it is phenomenal. Like we get people that if we don't have it on tap, they'll turn around and leave. There's zero bitterness to it. It is just straight citrus. Our brewer hates IPAs.
Okay.
And
I thought I did too until recently.
Yeah. Well, you would probably like this one. Okay. It's the only IPA.
It's a really smooth IPA. It's for somebody like me that just recently started really enjoying IPAs, and like Eunice that doesn't really care for IPAs to enjoy. So I found that really interesting that and I was excited that I got here and they had something other than just German beers. And I'm not a German beer person, so I like something that has citrus in it and fruit. That's kind of just my style, so it was exciting.
You should try that though, because I'm not a German style fan either, but that is very smooth.
I do like wheat beers, and that's
you like wheat beers.
German beers are wheat beers, right?
That's a lot better than any German beer I've had, which I've never been to a German specific brewery.
German festivals though. They bring a lot of German beer there. A lot.
Yeah, a lot of that's mass-produced stuff though. It definitely does not taste as good as that. So she knows what she's doing. She's doing it right.
Yeah, they're really good. They were out of a lot of things when we came here today. There's a lot going on in this community right now. It was busy coming in. So, and they were honest that they just sold out. It's not a bad problem to have. That's what I told her. I said, it's not a bad problem to have to be sold out, and we're not disappointed by any means to come here and then be sold out of some things. I think it's a good sign. So if they're that busy that they're selling out, it's a good sign.
So they only have 5 of their own beers right now because of being sold out. So she got the IPA. I got the other 4 in my flight, which are all German styles.
What are you drinking? The Mandarina?
Mandarina.
Yeah. Well, and the Mandarina, I asked this question when we were up there because the name implies maybe there's Mandarin in it. The Mandarina, does it have Mandarin in it?
No, that's actually the name of the hop we use in it.
Okay.
So it is a Vienna ale, not a Vienna lager, and that's part of why we don't name it what it is, because a lot of people are not familiar with Vienna ales.
Right, and I guess with that hop, you do get a little bit of a Mandarin flavor.
You get a
citrusy flavor?
Yeah, citrusy. It's more of a citrus forward hop. So you're not actually going to get like citrus flavors, but it's the notes of it. Yeah.
The notes. Yeah.
Try this one.
The smoked.
It's an oak smoked Dunkel.
Wow. That's really smoky.
Dunkel.
Dunkelweizen.
Dunkelweizen.
Weizen. Dunkelweizen.
oak smoked Dunkelweizen. But for a smoked beer, that's good.
Yeah.
I normally would never order a smoked beer, but
No, I like that. It's not.
it's not overpowering at all. Smooth.
No, I like it because you can smell the smoke, but it's not like smoke in your mouth. You know?
Yeah,
So that's really good.
I was
Yeah,
impressed
I
by
like
that.
I like that you can smell it so well.
It's the last one to try. Might as well try it.
The Emperor Bison. I like that.
Or the juicy fruit.
Yeah. Yeah, Kolsch's to me always tastes like juicy fruit. I don't know what it is.
Now everything that tastes like juicy fruit, I just refer to a Kolsch.
I was hooked on this for a while.
That's why we don't judge beers. We don't know enough about them.
Yeah. We just like them.
We just know what we like.
beer.
and-
But more importantly, yeah, we like beer, but what we really enjoy is coming to the breweries. And honestly, like, I enjoy looking up the history on these places and learning why and where they came from. And I think that's what, at the end of the day, is what makes them so special. Yeah, the beer is one thing, but the history is just, I don't know, it's just really what sets them apart, each brewery. So, and just seeing each brewery or owner's style in each brewery, I think it's special. It's really cool. So, I love going to a brewery that's like really funky and has weird names, and then I like coming here. This is really cool because of how focused she is on brewing German beers. It's not like, you know, she decided she wanted to brew German beers and she's got a couple of them and then that's it. And then, you know, steepled in some other, you know, random beers that she's brewed along the way. No, she still brews the German beers, and that's just, besides this IPA, that's all there is.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a focus on something and you start veering off to other things, you're sacrificing
Quality.
quality. Yeah. You don't, the love is no longer in it.
Yeah. I don't know, that would be me if I ever brewed beer. I would have a little bit of everything.
Yeah, but that's what you would love.
Yeah.
Like, she loves German beers, so for her to make a sour and IPA, like,
Yeah, she might
it's
be.
not really what she cares to do.
Yeah. So I mentioned that there is a specific way to brewing German beers, and it's called the German Purity Law. And I'm not even gonna try to say, okay, maybe I'll try to say it. It's called Reinheitsgebot. I don't know. That's probably completely wrong, but Reinheitsgebot. And it's the German purity law that they follow. And I read a little bit about it, but it's something to do with just keeping it very, very simple. So in other words, there's a good chance you're gonna drink these beers and you're not gonna feel like kind of gross and full afterwards. You're probably less likely to get a hangover afterwards. If you're one of those lucky few like myself that experiences hangovers, sometimes even after one beer, I'll drink a beer and then I'll get a little bit of a buzz and then I sober up and I feel like shit. So that's the kind of luck that I have. But that could also be, again, the kind of beer that I'm drinking. So, you know.
Yeah, I think typically their purity law is you have 4 ingredients. That's all you have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you got your water, your hops, your barley, and your yeast. No additions, just what you choose out of that, what combination, that's what you get.
Okay, some things to note when you're coming here. It is an 18 and over brewery, so you cannot bring children here. It's very strict. There's a sign when we walked in, so I'm sure he got that on camera for you. They are super dog friendly, so in some semblance of the word, you can still bring your children. You just can't bring the ones that walk on 2 legs. The other thing that really sets Woodworks, oh my God. What did I say? I start drinking one beer, I get one beer, and then I can't say my words. I said this in the last video, and here we are again. So what really sets Woodwright's apart is also they have a event space. So I'm hoping we can get some of that for you on footage too, because it's really pretty. I peeked in there while I ran to the restrooms, and It's a gorgeous space. The Christmas tree was still up. We're in mid-January, but which I'm not mad about. I would keep my Christmas tree up all year round if my mom wouldn't give me shit for it. So, or my mother-in-law, she would say have something to say too. So anyway, I seen signs in the restroom for yoga in the tap room. I seen signs for a comedy club or a comedy show. I seen signs for a band that was doing I think it was a 20-year anniversary of an album they had released. I don't know, all kinds of cool stuff in that shop. And it's kind of like a little venue space that you can go in. I did see, like, it seemed like the prices ranged from like $20 to $25 for a ticket, depending on what show or what event was going on. I did see they did music bingo, which that's like my top favorite thing to do. So if you've never done music bingo, you need to go do that at a brewery, because it's just, I don't know, you just want to go back every single week after the first time going. It's so fun. But I have like a weird superpower where I can hear like the first 3 seconds of a song. I don't have to hear a single word, and I know what song it is. And so I kick his ass every single time we do music bingo. Anyway, so that's really cool about this space. I know that we visited Grove Roots, which was very similar with having an event space, but this is a little more quaint. This is gonna give you that like small town vibe. I don't know, just it's one of the places that like I prefer to go. Like if I'm going to an event, this is the type of space that I prefer. So here at Woodwright's, they do actually have their own parking, but there is so much parking in this area, plus there's free parking garage around the corner. We actually walked over here from the parking garage. So you're not gonna have any trouble parking around here. The other thing to note is it is technically like wheelchair accessible. You can get into the main brewery down here with no problem, but it is really small. So people that do use assistance and mobility devices might struggle getting into this brewery, but it is accessible.
Yeah, I do believe the beer garden's all stone.
Yeah, it was stone.
But there is a concrete path that goes to the door.
Yeah. So just keep that in mind. Bathroom, I used the restroom. It was accessible. There was no problem there. It's just tight. So you can do it if you want to do it, but just keep that in mind if you are traveling yourself or with somebody else that's wheelchair bound or uses any kind of mobility devices. This one might be a little bit of a struggle, but it's possible and it's worth it if you can do it. Woodwright doesn't technically have like a kitchen, but they do have a permanent food truck that serves German style food. I want to say that I've seen that they have bratwurst and sauerkraut, and I don't know, they might even have bangers and mash. So I'm assuming if they have bratwurst and sauerkraut, they probably have bangers and mash, because bangers and mash is like, is it? Look at me. I don't know my cultures. This is bad.
I could be wrong.
I'm still learning. Anyway, they have German-inspired fare like schnitzel sliders, bratwurst, and giant pretzels and beer cheese. Something to keep in mind when you are coming here though, they are closed Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, so you're only going to be able to visit here Thursday through Sunday. So there are a lot of other breweries in this area, so if you are visiting while here on a Monday through Wednesday, there are options. I promise you that. So when we were pulling in, let me backtrack. I knew coming here to Dunedin that there was going to be a bunch of breweries in the area. I want to say there's like 8.
Probably 8 on a wider range, but there's definitely like 5 in like almost this block.
Yeah. So there's even one called Soggy Bottom, which I thought was so funny. It reminded me of SpongeBob's Bikini Bottom. I don't know why, but I guess I don't know why. I do know why, because it sounds like Bikini Bottom. But I did see that when we were pulling in. That was really cool. But literally right next to the parking garage, there was 2 breweries and a distillery. Literally, we hopped out of the truck and I'm like, well, there's the distillery I found while I was looking up this place. And oh, look, there's the other brewery. And the one brewery I'm hoping we eventually make it to, because they have a really big event space too. So we'll see. Dunedin is a super cute coastal town. So when we were coming in, the town was just so vibrant and lively, and there was a cute little market going on. I want to say little, it was huge, really. I mean, the whole like town center was taken up by this market and all their vendors and pop-ups. So what are we here? It's Friday?
Friday,
Yeah.
I think it said 11 to 2.
11 to 2. Is it? Did you see if it was like a normal thing?
It seemed like it. I mean, a lot of their signs were pretty permanent signs, so.
So that's something to keep in mind if you enjoy going to like little markets and downtown events like that. You'll probably show up on, if you show up on a weekend, you're probably going to get to experience one of those. But they had a bunch of shopping, what are you called? Boutiques. See, one beer is all it takes. So they have a bunch of boutiques downtown. They had a bunch of really cute, nice restaurants. But one thing that we did notice is when we were walking over here from the parking garage, it smelled so good. We kept smelling food, and it's lunchtime, so of course we were drooling, but we had to get to the beer first.
Priorities.
Priorities, yeah.
Beer first.
Well, thanks for tagging along with us today to Woodwright's Brewery. And we hope that you guys take some time and come visit this spot. Like I said, time and again throughout this video, it's just such a good spot to come. The beers are great. They do have options for everybody. You're not going to, even though she focuses on brewing German beers, you're not going to come here and not have anything to drink if that's not your style. Like I said, there was an IPA, they had some guest tabs, they also had wines. I think she mentioned they had seltzers, they had, yeah, I heard her talking about shandies.
Making a shandy out of what they had.
Oh, okay, so they'll do something like that for you as well. So now would be a really good time to like, subscribe, share, all the things, so that way if you do enjoy our content, you can continue to get notified. And if you don't like our content, go somewhere else, I guess. I don't know. No, let us know. Let us know what we could do different. That way you can enjoy our videos as well. And we look forward to seeing you guys soon. Take care.